Good day, everyone. I am Alvin Sorio, Master Teacher 2 at San Pedro Location Center National High School. Together with my co-author, Josilanda Olivares, it's our honor to present our study entitled Facebook and Messenger Groups as Platforms for Delivering Mathematics Intervention in Modular Distance Learning. How do you help your student to develop self-paced learning in the new normal situation? Is it by distributing the printed materials, utilizing online sources that we have, by texting and calling them regularly, or doing home visit? Reaching our students is very important aspect in distance learning in the new normal. And one of the type of distance learning is the modular distance learning modality. Modular distance learning is the most preferred learning delivery modality for the students in the Philippines, where self-learning modules are given to the students quarterly so that the students continue self-paced learning while staying at home. This modality pertains to individualized instruction, wherein the students use self-learning modules and other learning materials with less interaction with the teachers. But self-paced learning does not guarantee the mastery of the most essential learning competencies that the DepEd prescribed. So, teachers must find ways to reach the student and develop their capabilities of understanding the lesson in mathematics. This is true in our school, San Pedro Location Center National High School main campus. It has been observed from the first quarter of the school year 2020-2021, students are struggling in learning mathematics competencies in grade 9 as seen on the result of summative tests and performance tasks. The mastery of the competencies is superficial, requiring interventions from the teachers to fully understand the mathematical concepts in every lesson. It means challenges arise on the students on how to learn math concept independently in the comfort of their houses. Challenges arise like delayed distribution of modules, parents or guardians are incapable of helping students to learn math lesson, limited examples and explanation on the modules, and hard to understand math concept. These are elicited from the students' initial survey conducted by the mathematics teachers. Based on the data, 95% of the students from the grade 9 have internet access via data load or fiber connection, of which 91% have smartphones, 5% have laptops, and 4% have tablets owned by the parent or the student. Also, 99% of them are Facebook users. This justifies the possible realization for the delivery of the mathematics intervention via Facebook and Messenger. To address the problems, the teacher must assess students' learning needs and make appropriate interventions and use available local resources in the form of online according to Labrado et al. 2020. Kurt, 2014, said Facebook groups were considered safe platforms for the students' social learning and participation, an avenue for active interaction and contribution. Farhan, 2019, said that Facebook Messenger can be used as online discussion platform to improve the students' responses to test performance. However, no study has been conducted on utilizing Facebook and Messenger groups to deliver mathematics intervention for the students under modular distance learning modality in the new normal situation wherein face-to-face classes are not permitted. This research gap motivates the researchers to continue conducting action research since it is aligned in the basic education learning continuity plan of the school. The study aimed to assess the Facebook and Messenger groups' utilization as platforms for delivering mathematics interventions for the students. Specifically, it answered the following questions. What are the mean scores of the students in the pre-test and the post-test examination? Is there a statistical difference in the mean score of the pre-test and the post-test? What are the effects of interventions via Facebook and Messenger groups in helping the students to understand the math lesson better? What are the students' suggestions to improve the Facebook and Messenger groups utilization in delivering the intervention? The figure 1 shows the study cycle following the contextualized PDSA model that was carried out in the study. Each stage has 4 processes that contribute to the development of the whole study. Each process involves the teacher's activity in executing steps with students' participation following the nature of action research. The study utilized the Facebook and Messenger groups as platforms for delivering mathematics interventions such as posting teacher-made video lessons and activities, additional learning materials, administering summative tests and performance tasks, communicating with the students, and answering the students' queries. The students commonly use these platforms due to their convenience, requiring less consumption on internet bandwidth as long as a device is available. Since most of the students have mobile phones on their own, social media are easy and convenient for them. The study utilized practical action research design focusing on the use of Facebook and Messenger groups as platforms in delivering mathematics intervention in grade 9 mathematics. Participants came from 4 sections of grade 9 with a total of 120 students who participated voluntarily. These students are struggled in math lessons as seen from the previous summative test and performance tasks, but with internet access and device. Purposive sampling was employed in the selection of section of the participants. The study was conducted in our school for school year 2020-2021. The said school implemented modular distance learning through self-learning modules given to the student quarterly. Research instrument, the first one is the 10-item initial survey questionnaire for profiling to determine the technological capabilities of the students and challenges in modular distance learning via messenger groups. The second instrument is a 30-item multiple choice pretest and another 30-item multiple choice post-test based on the most essential learning competencies for the third quarter. 2 master teachers and 1 head teacher in the math department validated the said instrument in terms of format and design, content, clarity, and usefulness. Pilot testing to non-participants was administered for reliability index using Kuder-Richardson Formula 20. Since the test materials were composed of 60% easy, 30% average, and 10% difficult. The reliability indices are 0.81 and 0.84 respectively. The third instrument was the 5-item open-ended survey via poll to elicit the effect of intervention and suggestion for the improvement of the utilization of the Facebook and Messenger groups as platforms. Moreover, informal interviews were conducted to verify and clarify students' answer to the survey via video chat or call. So the data gathering procedure composed of 3 stages. We have the pre-implementation, the implementation stage, and the post-implementation. So on the pre-implementation, so we conduct profiling for technological capabilities and challenges in distance modular distance learning. We secure permission. We orient the teachers and the students via video. We administer the initial survey, the pretest, and the post-test. Then we check the pretest and post-test and analyze the survey result. For the implementation, we secure informed consent and assent by sending formal letter to the participants and form. We utilize the intervention via Facebook and Messenger group. We instruct the student to consume the intervention and address their concern. We monitor the number of students who consume the intervention. For the post-test, we administer it. We determine if there's a significant difference between the pretest and post-test result. We conduct survey and interview to the students and we analyze the data. For data analysis, for quantitative data, we use SPSS version 23 to compute Kuder-Richardson Formula 20, mean scores, Kolmogorov-Smirnov test for normality of data, t-test for paired sample. For qualitative data, manual coding was used for thematic analysis. As part of the protocol, ethical consideration must be established. Letter of permission addressed the school head and head teacher was secured. Orientation to the students was conducted. Parents' consent and assent was secure. Identity of the section and students were not revealed to protect the participants. Confidentiality of data was rest assured. The researchers are committed to share the findings of the study through LAC session and conferences. Results, Table 1 shows the normality test of the pre-test and the post-test scores based on one sample Kolmogorov-Smirnov test. The distribution of the scores are normal since the p-values are more than 0.05 level of significance. It implies that the use of parametric tests is permissible. Moreover, Section A got the lowest pretest mean, while Section B got the highest pretest mean. Unlikely, Section D got the lowest post-test mean, while Section C got the highest post-test mean. Table 2 shows a significant difference exists between the pretest and the post-test scores since the p-value of 0.00 is less than 5% with a degree of freedom of 29. It means the interventions affect the performance of the students. It connotes the intervention by a Facebook and Messenger groups help the student to understand math concept. And students were able to perform well. Considering the mean difference, Section A got the highest increment, while Section B got the lowest increment. The negative sign reveals that the scores in post-test are higher than in the pre-test. Figure 3 shows the effect of the intervention by a Facebook and Messenger groups. Through watching the posted video lesson and reading the additional learning materials, students understand better the math lesson and the assigned task to them. They found answering the task from the module easy. Answering the task from the module are easy because they can go back and again with the posted learning materials and video lesson anytime in the comfort of their houses. Even though there are some items on the module that are hard to answer, consuming the intervention from the module helped them to answer those items independently. Students were able to develop techniques in solving math problems from module as a result of watching the video lesson repeatedly. Figure 4 shows the suggestions of the students to improve the utilization of Facebook and Messenger groups. There should be a scheduled uploading of learning materials and video lessons so that the students are aware and prepared to consume them regularly. However, teachers should notify first the student in advance if she will upload the materials so that the students know when they consume the materials since most of them are using data load to have internet access. Moreover, the teacher may conduct a poll to determine if the student is done with the previous task before uploading materials for the next lesson. For the conclusion, based on the paired sample t-test, a significant difference exists between the pre-test and post-test. It means the intervention by a Facebook Messenger group helped the student to perform well academically in mathematics. They understand the math lesson, math concept better by consuming the intervention repeatedly and found answering the task from the module easy. However, they're expecting a regular posting of intervention so the students to sustain their motivation to consume the teacher-made videos and materials. Also, they suggested having advanced notification if the teacher will post those material, and the teacher may conduct simple survey to know if the students are done with the previous tasks. The study is limited to the 4 sections of grade 9 students in one school. It is recommended to have school-wide implementations considering the findings of the study to have improved learning outcomes. Moreover, intervention in the study lasts for 2 months only. It's recommended for the next cycle to have longer implementation time to see how to sustain the interventions and identify the gaps on teachers' practices to students' need in modular distance learning. Moreover, similar studies may be conducted from other schools to verify the findings of this study. For reflection, in making intervention, it is better to make it practical, easy to implement, and interesting on the eyes of the students. Utilize the available resources and media used by most of the students. For action research for the next cycle, so we plan to share the findings and recommendations of the study via LAC session or meetings. We plan to formulate the mechanism for maximum utilization of Facebook and Messenger group. We plan to implement it in school-wide basis and present this research paper in international conferences and publish international journal. Here are my references. Thank you and God bless.